And shalom to all. Stacy the Black Feather Intuitive. So excited to be tapping in today for our weekly energy temperature check-in, and to see whether we are mild, medium, hot, or extra spicy this week. And I'm going to tell you right now, we are at medium. So for those of you who don't like any spice at all, this feels a little uncomfortable. For those of you who like a lot of spice, this is pretty even keel. And for those of you who like medium spice, you're happy. You're happy as a clam. I'm going to pull our card today from Kyle Gray's brand new Gateway of Light Activation deck. And I'm loving this deck, and it's really all about energy. So I thought it would be very fitting. First of all, it's brand new. So, hey, Chris. Yeah, I like it spicy. Well, then you're going to be a little bored this week. Let's call it that. So I'm loving this deck. It's all about the energy. And of course, I love all of Kyle Gray's stuff. He's a cool cat. All right. Ooh, we have Soul Star Activation. Fulfilling soul contracts, remembering who you are. So when we're talking about the energy being medium, what's standing out to me here is remembering who you are. And of course, we are getting into, tomorrow is Thanksgiving for those of us who celebrate Thanksgiving. And of course, a time of giving thanks, a time of gratitude. And what I'm being called to here is remembering who you are. It's really learning to, hey, Rick, it's really remembering at this point to be able to be yourself in the moment, regardless of what else is going on around you, regardless of who you're connecting with. This isn't a time to be a chameleon. This is a time to stand out and to really connect with that soul space. What is your path and purpose? And if you don't know what your path and purpose is, go with what you are the most passionate about at this time and say, I want to be more of that. I don't necessarily need to fit in. I don't necessarily need to conform to what's going on. I need to be the best unique version of myself that I can be. And that means connecting to my soul path, because my soul path is unique. The lessons that I learn are unique. And when we're talking about fulfilling soul contracts are interesting. Sometimes contracts can feel like soulmate relationships, but then they end explosively, or there's some intensity to the dynamic or the situation. Other times, soul contracts have nothing to do with soulmates. It's just people that we are interacting with, and we have a lesson to learn. And what happens is we, when we're up in the ethers, we're floating around. We're like, wow, that was a wild ride last time. That was a really cool experience that I just had. But you know what? I didn't learn this and this. I wasn't able to check that off the box. So I want to go back and I want to focus on that particular theme. Who's in? Who wants to do this with me? And so your soul family, signs up, raises their hand and say, yeah, I'll do this. I'll be your mother, and I'll be your guide, and I'll be your partner. And I'm going to be a soul contract for you, because I'm going to be a catalyst for your change. I'm going to be the one that shifts your focus so that you can have this experience, so that it leads you to being able to explore your theme in the way that you didn't get to in your last life. So this week, because we are at medium spice, I'm feeling that there's going to be a lot of soul contract stuff that comes up. Now, because we're not in hot or extra spicy, it's not a situation where you have to worry about every cotton picking thing that you say and you're going to feel on the defensive. What it actually feels more like is you're being given the choice. You're going to see it coming. You're going to understand what is being presented to you. And in that understanding moment, you're going to be able to say, do I choose to step into this, or do I choose to not engage? Do I choose to allow this to just kind of be whatever it is that it wants to be? Remember who you are. And I would take this a step further and say, who are you choosing to be? And that is the message for this week. Who are you choosing to be? Be that. With this energy that's going on around us, that medium energy, it could get a little spicy. It definitely could get a little hotter, or you could cool it off. We're sort of in that medium space. So you get to choose who you are. Tempers aren't flaring. in general, you have the opportunity to step in and say, okay, here's how I want to focus on that. Also, in this card, just really quickly, I'm drawn to all of the pink and the purple. And so it really is about that connection to source. It's that connection to our intuition and our spidey senses in relation to how we feel about ourselves. So when we're talking about fulfilling soul contracts, remember that yes, you are a part of that soul contract. You might be the teacher in it. You might be the student. And oftentimes with soul contracts, both of you get something out of the deal. So think about that in terms of your self-love and your self-care. When you're tapping in and you're following your intuition, or you're listening to those spidey senses and you're engaging with someone and you're recognizing that it's a bit of a medium spice, and how do I want to handle this? You're also providing a certain level of care and self-love and love for self in there, as well as care and love for other. So just kind of be aware of that. That's our energy temperature check for the week. Sending everyone lots of love. I hope you have a very safe, happy, and healthy turkey. Happy turkey. So grateful to all of you for liking the video, for following me, for supporting me. I really appreciate you all, and sending everyone love, and we'll see you on the flip side. Take care. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Rick.